"I just want to see my balance," she said. The millionaire laughed until he saw the screen. Because she wasn't asking for a loan. She wasn't begging for help. She just wanted to log into her own account and check her balance. But the teller wouldn't let her. Not because she looked suspicious, not because she forgot her ID, but because she was wearing hospital scrubs, her hair pulled back in a messy bun, dark circles under her eyes like bruises. And the man behind her in line, crisp suit, gold cufflinks, expensive cologne that smelled like power, he smirked and said, "Let's be real, she's not even a customer here." And that's when she said it. "I just want to see my balance," voice barely above a whisper, like she was apologizing for existing. He laughed, a short, sharp bark, like she'd told a joke only rich people understood. But then the screen lit up, and everything changed. 3 days earlier, Lisa sat in the driver's seat of her 2008 Honda Civic, engine off, rain drumming on the roof like impatient fingers. In her lap, a folded ultrasound. Not the kind with happy pink or blue stickers. The other kind, the one that comes after 3 miscarriages, after doctors say, "We don't know why," after you start believing your body is broken beyond repair. But this time was different. A heartbeat, strong, steady. She touched the paper like it was sacred, like if she held it long enough, the baby inside would feel her love through the ink. But then her phone buzzed. Bank alert, balance below $10. She stared at it, blinked, pulled up her banking app again. $8.47. Rent was due in 4 days. The hospital copay for her next prenatal visit, $300. The vitamins the OB insisted she take, $89 a month. She exhaled, a shaky, wet breath, and rested her forehead on the steering wheel. The vinyl seat creaked. Rain tapped harder, like the sky was crying for her. She hadn't told her mom. Not yet. Not until she was sure this one would stick. Not after the last time when she'd announced at 10 weeks and buried hope at 11. Now, at 12 weeks, she was still whispering to her belly in the dark, still sleeping on her left side just in case, still flinching every time she peed, terrified of spotting. But this baby, this one felt real, and she couldn't lose it, not again. So she did what desperate people do. She drove to the one place she swore she'd never go back to. The Sterling National Wealth and Trust wasn't just a bank. It was a fortress of marble and silence, where the air smelled like lemon polish and quiet judgment. Lisa hadn't stepped foot in there in 7 years, not since the day her ex-husband walked out and froze their joint account, leaving her with $32 and a maxed-out credit card. She'd rebuilt from nothing. Waitress shifts, night classes, nursing school on loan deferments. Every dollar accounted for, every cent earned with calloused hands and sleepless nights. But today she needed proof. Proof she hadn't imagined the deposit. Because 3 weeks ago, on a Tuesday so ordinary she'd almost missed it, her phone pinged. Deposit $25,000 from unknown source. No note, no explanation, just money. She thought it was a glitch, a mistake. She called the bank. They said, "It's yours, no reversal requested." She didn't spend a dime, not one. She checked the balance every night like a prayer. $25,008.47. Then $25,008.21 after buying diapers for her niece. Then back up to $25,008.93 when she returned a bottle of prenatal vitamins that made her nauseous. It was her lifeline, her safety net, her chance to breathe. But now she needed to see it, to know it was real, to feel the weight of it in her bones before she used any of it for the baby. So she walked in, and that's when the man in the suit stepped behind her. Tall, gray hair, smug posture, the kind of man who owns yachts but calls them the boat. He glanced at her scrubs, her worn sneakers, the grocery bag dangling from her wrist, and his eyes said everything. "You don't belong here." The teller, a young woman with a name tag that read Jasmine, frowned. "Do you have your account number, ma'am?" I want to check my balance on the kiosk." Jasmine hesitated. "You'll need your card and ID." Lisa pulled out her wallet. Her hands trembled. She fumbled the card, dropped it, bent to pick it up. The man sighed, loud, theatrical. Honestly, they really let anyone in here these days. Lisa froze. Her cheeks burned. That old shame, the one that lived in her ribs since the divorce, flared hot and sharp. Not good enough, not worthy, not one of them. She stood, card in hand, voice firmer now. "I'm a customer here. I just want to see my balance." He chuckled. "Sure you are." Jasmine gave her an apologetic look, but nodded toward the kiosk. "Go ahead." Lisa walked over, swiped her card, entered her PIN. The screen loaded slowly, agonizingly, and then it appeared. Available balance, $25,008.93. She exhaled, relief like cool water down her spine. But then she noticed something. Under recent transactions, a new line blinked. Wire transfer initiated, $25,000, pending, to Sterling Wealth Management, account number blank 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 blank. Her blood turned to ice. Pending? She hadn't authorized that. She spun around. "There's been a mistake. Someone's trying to move my money." Jasmine rushed over, checked the screen, paled. The man in the suit stepped forward, peering over. "Let me see that." He leaned in, read the screen, and then he laughed. Not a chuckle, a full, booming laugh that echoed off the marble walls. "Oh, sweetheart," he said, shaking his head. "That's my account number." Lisa's breath stopped. "What?" He grinned, pulling out his own platinum card. "That transfer, it's going to me, because that money, it's not yours." The room tilted. Jasmine stammered, "Sir, I don't understand." "Oh, it's simple," he said, voice smooth as silk. 7 years ago, my firm invested in a biotech startup. It failed. But the founder, your ex-husband by any chance, signed a personal guarantee. And we've been trying to collect for years. You two were married. Joint liability." Lisa's knees got weak. "But that was my medical debt. He walked out. I paid it all. Every penny." "Legally," he said, tapping the screen, "you're still on the hook. And thanks to a little clause in the settlement you probably skimmed, we can pull funds from any account in your name." Her stomach dropped. "You're stealing from me." "I'm collecting," he corrected. "And honestly, you should be thanking me. You clearly don't belong in this financial bracket. Look at you." Her hands curled into fists, not out of anger, but fear. Pure animal fear. Because that $25,000, it wasn't just money. It was diapers. It was ultrasounds. It was hope. And he was about to take it. If you've ever felt powerless against a system that's rigged against you, drop a heart in the comments and hit subscribe, because what happens next, it changes everything. Back in her car, Lisa sobbed so hard her ribs ached. Rain blurred the windshield. She pulled up her bank app again, refresh, but the pending transfer still glowed like a death sentence. She called the bank's fraud department. "Ma'am, without a court order, we can't stop a legally authorized transfer." She called a lawyer. $300 consultation fee, cash or credit. She called her ex, straight to voicemail. She sat there, forehead pressed to the steering wheel, whispering to her belly, "I'm so sorry, I tried." But then, a memory flickered. 3 weeks ago, the day the $25,000 appeared, she'd been at the hospital cafeteria eating a sad turkey sandwich between shifts. A man in a dark coat had bumped into her table, spilling her coffee. He'd apologized profusely, bought her a new one, even left a $20 tip for the server. He'd seemed kind, older, sad eyes. He'd asked her about her badge. Nurse, huh? Must be tough. She'd shrugged. It's a job. He'd looked at her belly, just barely showing, and said softly, You're carrying someone precious, aren't you? She'd been startled. How did you? But he just smiled, patted her shoulder, and walked away. She'd forgotten about it until now, because that was the exact day the money appeared. Coincidence? Or something else? She dug through her bag, found her work schedule, flipped to that Tuesday, scanned the ER patient log, and there it was. Patient Robert K., admitted 11:47 a.m., deceased 2:03 p.m., cause cardiac arrest. She froze. Robert K., the man from the cafeteria. She remembered now. He'd been clutching his chest when he bumped her. Hadn't she noticed? Hadn't she seen? But she'd been exhausted, distracted, thinking about her ultrasound that afternoon. And now, he was gone. But the money? The money came the same day. Her breath caught. That night, she sat at her kitchen table, a single lamp casting long shadows. She pulled out her laptop, searched Robert K. obituary, found it. Robert Keene, age 68, widower, former biotech investor, survived by no one. No children, no siblings, just a foundation in her wife's name. And then a photo. Him, younger, standing beside a woman with bright eyes and a radiant smile and a baby in her arms. Lisa zoomed in. The baby's onesie had a tiny heart on it, just like the one she'd bought last week. Her throat tightened. She clicked the foundation link. The Clara Keene Maternal Hope Fund, supporting single mothers through pregnancy and beyond. And there, in the Recent Grants section, was a note. Special disbursement, $25,000. Approved 3/12. Recipient, undisclosed. Designation, emergency prenatal support. Her hands flew to her mouth. It wasn't a mistake. It wasn't stolen money. It was a gift from a dying man who saw her and knew. But the millionaire, he didn't know, and he was about to take it. This is where most stories end, but this one is about to flip everything you think you know. If you believe kindness still exists in this world, smash that like button. It tells YouTube this matters. The next morning, Lisa walked back into Sterling National. Not in scrubs, in her only nice outfit. Black plants, white blouse, hair neatly pinned. She didn't go to the kiosk. She went straight to the manager's office, and she asked for the man in the suit. His name was Vance Hollister, managing director. He looked up from his desk, eyes narrowing. You again? She didn't flinch. I need to speak with you about Robert Keene. His smugness faltered. Who? The man whose foundation just granted me $25,000. The man you're trying to steal from me. He scoffed. That money's tied to your ex's debt. Foundation or not, it's recoverable. Is it? She asked softly. Because I just got off the phone with the Clara Keene Foundation's lawyer, and they say that grant was specifically protected under Section 12.4 of the Charitable Disbursement Act. Funds designated for maternal health, untouchable, even by creditors. He blinked. That's not possible. It is, Lisa said, and if you proceed with that transfer, you'll be liable for fraudulent seizure of protected charitable assets, plus emotional distress, plus violation of the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. She leaned forward. And I will sue you, all the way to the top, even if it takes every last cent I have. Silence. Then his phone rang. He glanced at it, paled. He stood abruptly. Wait here. He stepped into the hallway. Lisa heard hushed, frantic voices.
2 minutes later, he returned, face drawn, tie crooked. "The transfer has been canceled," he said stiffly. Relief flooded her, but she didn't smile. "Good," she said. "Now, I'd like to speak to your compliance officer about your staff's treatment of low-income clients." His jaw tightened, but he nodded. As she turned to leave, he stopped her. "Why?" he asked, voice strange. "Why did he give you that money?" Lisa thought of Robert Keene's sad eyes, the way he'd looked at her belly like he saw a ghost. "Because," she said quietly, "he lost his daughter and his wife, and he couldn't save them. But maybe he could save someone else's chance." Vance stared at her. For the first time, his mask slipped. Something raw flickered in his eyes. Regret? Loss? He said nothing. But as she walked out, he heard him whisper, "I had a daughter too." 2 weeks later, Lisa sat in her OB's office, belly now unmistakably round, hand resting on the curve like a promise. The ultrasound tech smiled. Strong heartbeat, perfect measurements. Lisa cried. Quiet, happy tears. Afterwards, she went home and opened her laptop. She transferred $5,000 from her account, not to herself, to the Clara Keene Maternal Hope Fund, with a note, "For the next Lisa." She didn't have much, but she had enough. And that was everything. Lisa walked into Sterling National again. This time, she wasn't alone. She held her newborn daughter, wrapped in a soft yellow blanket, tiny fingers curled around her thumb. She went to the kiosk, swiped her card. Available balance, $18,321.14. She smiled. Then she turned and saw Vance Hollister watching from across the lobby. He didn't smirk. He didn't laugh. He simply nodded. And for the first time, she nodded back. If this story reminded you that one act of kindness can ripple farther than you'll ever know, share it with someone who needs hope today. And subscribe, because the world needs more stories like this. Here's the truth no one tells you. Money doesn't define your worth, but how you treat someone when they have none, that defines everything. Robert Keene gave Lisa more than $25,000. He gave her back her dignity, her faith, her future. And in the end, she didn't just keep it, she paid it forward. Because the most powerful thing you can be in this world is someone's unexpected miracle. So next time you see someone struggling, don't assume, don't judge, just see them. You never know whose life you might save by simply believing they deserve to be seen. I just want to see my balance. Sometimes that's all it takes.